Hi and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. This is number 7 in the Pilates Workout Series that we have been doing, and this one is going to be focusing on our waist. So we left off on the hips. I hope you felt those hips. This is going to be focusing on our waist. So just a few exercises that really focus in on our oblique muscles, the intercostal muscles, and our transversal course as well. So this should be good. It's for all levels. Of course, I'm going to be doing a lot of modifications. So please, my beginners, join me. Do not be afraid of this. Some of the exercises can be a little bit more difficult, but again, we've got modifications for everything. And all you need is a mat, something soft. To lay on a carpet is fine if you don't have a mat. No equipment, and let's do it. So just go ahead and warm up with me a little bit. If you need more of a warm up, you know what to do. But we are going to warm you up a little bit, okay? So let's start with, let's go ahead and since we're sitting, we're going to start with the forward fold. We're going to be doing some, the saw, if you're familiar and you've been following along. So the saw is really going to use those hamstrings, and if they're tight, you're going to feel them. So let's go ahead and take a forward fold. Just flex your feet and just let's bend from the waist. Think of bringing our chest forward rather than just crunching over. So just reach out here and take a forward fold. Let's start breathing. Big inhale, big exhale. And you should feel those hamstrings. And any distance you're at, that is fine. Just really, you know your body. You want to feel that you're getting a nice stretch in those hamstrings, because when we do that saw, you're going to feel it. So just keep reminding the body to lead with the chest. You can hold onto your toes. You can sit here. Give me another full inhale and full exhale. Nice. And just relax here. Take a moment to check in with your body. See where you're at today. Excellent job. And just one more. Good job. And then let's come up. We're going to go straight onto our backs. Have our knees come into our chest. And just remember to grab just kind of at the top of the shin, below the knee, and just pull those knees in. Kind of rock back and forth. Breathing, let's circle around. Other direction. Nice job. And nice job. Okay, and if you don't feel warm, you know what to do. But let's go straight into our toe taps. We're going to do some toe taps to get the abdominals warmed up. And these also help with getting that lower, the transverse abdominals, and it kind of moves into the side of our obliques as well. So we're going to have our knees up at tabletop, hands down, flat on the mat, and we're just going to start leaning down each leg at a time, slow and controlled. You'll really feel this. Go ahead and put your hand on your belly. You want to feel your belly button drawing back towards that spine. Inhale and then exhale as you tap your toe. Try and bring out the leg a little further if you can. You're going to really feel those abdominals getting worn. And when you come one leg at a time, you'll really feel the side kicking in as well. And a couple more here. And exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, slow, controlled. 2 more. And hold it and release. Knees into chest. Great job. And then let's roll up to seated, and we're going to go one side, and we're going to do a few exercises, and we're going to repeat it on the other side. So let's start on this side. Let's go ahead and take a mermaid stretch. So kind of stack your knees on top of each other, just loosely. Hold on to this leg right here and just kind of take a stretch over, because this is such a great exercise to stretch out those side intercostal muscles, and they'll get into your obliques. And this is such a great stretch. And up. Excellent job. And then we're gonna go straight down onto our side. We'll do this side first. I'm on my left side. And we're gonna have our knees stacked again. So hips stacked. And this way, this is gonna be a twist in Pilates, but it's a very advanced move. So we're gonna modify it to make this for everybody. Normally it's done up on the arm and we're more into a side plank, but we're gonna try and do it just on our forearm here. Try and think of lifting here, not sinking in the shoulder. You're gonna stack your hips, and all you're gonna do is come onto, we're gonna push up, and then we're gonna lift our hips. But if this is too much, then you can just stay on the forearms and you're gonna lift your hips. Think of right here is where we want that move to be, and up. And then I want you to bring your hand and I want you to bring it over and look towards the floor and down. And look towards the floor, pushing up and down. And 3, 4, give me 8, 5, 6, really pull that navel to spine, but think of right here is where the work's coming from. Over. 7, I think, and 8. Great job. Then we're gonna go all the way down on our arm and we're gonna do some side crunches. We don't really do crunches in Pilates, but this is a very small movement, but a very good isolating movement. So lay on your arm, take your hand behind your head, and you're basically just gonna lift up here and you're gonna do just a little crunch. Now for my advanced people, you can come up more on your forearm and really lift your legs completely off the ground. Keep the knees stacked and you're gonna just do a little crunch. It's a very small movement, very small. And 4, now if this is too much, you just put one leg down, one knee up, and then just crunch. And then bring it down to meet, crunch. Slow and controlled. 5, 6, give me 8, 7. Try not to sink in here. You can be higher if it's more comfortable. And one more, if your knees are up and you're lifting those legs, you're using those side muscles to do that work. And one more, and release. Excellent job. Then we're gonna come right up into our side kneeling kicks. Remember this from before. So we're gonna go over to here. We're gonna come over to our left side, left arm down flat on the mat, and kind of line up your knee with your wrist and fingers pointing towards the wall or whatever's on the side of you. Leg out here. Let me scoot over so you can see me here. Make sure your wrist is also aligned with your shoulder. Again, hand behind head. You're gonna put your leg out here and we're gonna just do these little pulses forward and back. Forward, back. 2, 3, 4, keeping everything else still, and think of that work coming from that waist. And pull that navel to spine. Now go ahead and up and down. 2, 3, 4, you've got this. 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. And go ahead and take down. Let's go ahead and go to the other side. Take that mermaid stretch on the other side. And that is gonna feel so good right about now. Breathe. Great job. Okay, let's repeat it to the other side. So we're gonna go onto our side. We're gonna start with that position of doing our twist, but very modified. So again, up on here on your forearm, and you're just going to lift up and lift those hips up and then over and down. It's a small movement, up and down, up and over and down. 4, 5, you can be up higher. 6, breathing, inhale, exhale, and lift up. Think of that right in there doing that work. You're pushing here, you're holding that up and down. And let's do one more, over and down. Great, and then move down to the straight arm. You can also have your knees stacked, do them one at a time, or do them both. Hand behind the head. We're gonna lift, and 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got this. Give me 8, 6, 7, 8. Excellent job. Then we're gonna go straight up into those kneeling side kicks. You've got this. And go ahead and bring this right arm down, align it with the wrist and the shoulder, knee out, leg out into that side position, hand behind head. We're going to lift up the leg, have it hip level, then go forward and back, keeping everything else still. 2, 3, 4. It's a small movement, but you want to focus on it coming from the waist. And give me 2 more. Great job. And then up and down, up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. Great job. And go ahead and come down. Take a child's pose to the front. Take a breath. Catch your breath. That was great. Now we're going to flip over and we're going to go right into our saw. So legs out into a hip, a little bit further than hip distance apart in a nice V. Feet are going to be flexed. Imagine your heels pointing out away from you. You're going to have your hands stretched out to the sides. Make sure you don't hike up in the shoulders. Abdominals pulled in. Take a breath here. And then we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to twist in the waist. You want to make sure that twist is coming from the waist. Inhale and then exhale and come down, bringing your head and your chest towards your right knee and taking your hand, and remember that saw, you're going to saw off your baby toe, basically. Inhale and turn, twist, and down, exhale. Inhale. Saw that toe off. Inhale and exhale, the opposite arm going back. Try and even think of looking back at that opposite arm. And 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. You've got this. 7, and you've got this. Wonderful job. Come up, take a breath, come right back down onto our backs. Let's come into our knee position, knees into chest. Kind of just take a moment here, take a breath. Then I want you to come into a tabletop, hands flat on the mat, and this is just going to be a very small movement as well. And we're going to lift up just slightly, chin to chest, and I just want you to do these little reaches here. Pulling the navel in, 2, 3. It's a small movement, but we're doing these little side reaches. They're working those obliques. 2, 3. Think of just turning your body to the side, but keeping the hips and legs still. 3, 4, 5, 6. You got this. 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent job. Knees into chest. One more exercise. We're going to do our crisscross. It seems like we can't miss this. Let's go into, remember, heads behind, hands behind your head, and switching legs. Drawing your elbow towards the opposite knee. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, 10. You're done. Give a nice hug to your knees into their chest. Great job. That was really intense. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to stretch some more. And I can't wait to see you for the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day.